A new election bill could slow the restoration of voting rights for former felons. Election supervisors say it would put time-consuming work on them to verify a voter's eligibility.
As West News political reporter Greg Fox explains, it could lead to more former felons being arrested and charged with illegal voting.
That's creating an opportunity for more of a bureaucratic nightmare.
Desmond Meade is frustrated. He says Republican-led lawmakers are taking the state backward when it comes to former felons getting a chance to vote. Meade's Florida Rights Restoration Coalition successfully campaigned for passage of Amendment 4 in 2018, restoring voting rights to former felons. But under Senate Bill 7050, addressing those with a felony conviction, it would require every supervisor of elections to coordinate with his or her respective clerk of the court to obtain information of those registered voters convicted of a felony who have not had their voting rights restored. Meade says lawmakers should be creating a computer-accessible database so former felons who have served their sentences and paid their fines can verify their voting eligibility.
If you want to claim that you have the gold standard in elections, then own up to your responsibility in making sure that you can tell them with assurances that they are indeed an eligible voter.
Orange County supervisor says the state has been providing information from law enforcement, corrections, and clerks to help guide registration of former felons. He says the proposed bill ends that and simply dumps work on supervisors with no additional money or resources.
It's a major issue that needs to have a central point and a central office of someplace at the state level helping these individuals.
Some supervisors say the biggest problem with this new measure is that you can't keep track of where someone may be committing crimes outside of a particular supervisor's county. This is Orange County. You can check with the Orange County clerk. But what if a person commits a crime in another county like Brevard, Marion, or Lake?
The short answer from Chris Anderson, a 13-year police officer and deputy before becoming Seminole County supervisor, is that his office would not know if a voter is eligible.
I want every eligible voter to vote, and I want to make sure that people who aren't eligible have the information to figure out how they can be eligible.
The state is currently prosecuting people charged with voting illegally. Supervisors say if determining eligibility becomes more difficult, some former felons may give up on trying to restore their voting rights. Greg Fox, West 2 News.
And the proposed election bill would also direct the Florida Commission on Offender Review to furnish the latest clemency information to the State Department. So far, the Association of Court Clerks and Comptrollers is taking no position on the Senate bill.